you know, stuff like that. And I try to see how my opponent deals that, like, I'm doing all this shit. How are they gonna try to get in and stop me? Like, they're having a hard time getting in. I'm rolling out. How are they gonna stop this shit that I'm doing? Once I see how they're trying to get in, I'm be like, alright, let's say he tried a dash attack. So now that I know he's gonna try to do that, so he doesn't really have an answer, he's just making shit up. Or even if he does have an answer, and that answer will usually work, still, I'm seeing how he's, you know, trying to get in on me. When I realize that, we get into that same situation again, and now I notice, like, let's say, alright, you're gonna try a dash attack, put him in that situation, and then I'll just stop everything and block. Out of random, I'll just stop and block. I know you're gonna dash attack, I'll get a free grab. So I say, to break it down in simpler terms, player-wise, you want to play in a way where you do moves and make yourself safe. So even if you don't hit, they can't really punish you. And you pretty much get a general idea of how your opponent's trying to get in on you to get damage. Once you get a general idea like how they react to certain stuff that you do, you can make the educated guesses, aka reads. And from there, you make those guesses, and most likely you'll guess right. Pretty much you're playing in a way where when you make a guess, the percent of you guessing correctly is high. Like, some people, they just throw out a move and they're not sure, like, whatever attack they threw out and whatever, like, if it's gonna hit. They just going in by luck. They go in and just hope they're gonna hit. Now, that's not really good, because obviously you don't know. You can leave yourself open. You could throw away potential damage. You know, all that good shit. That's why when you're playing like this, you make educated guesses where when you throw out a move, you be like, alright, if I do this, there's an 80% chance I'm gonna hit him. There's a, you know, 60, 70, 80% chance I'm gonna hit this guy, or I'm gonna grab him if I go in for it. So you go in, most likely you'll get the read. Even if you don't get the read, and there was a high chance of you getting that correct read, you know, that's fine, because like I said, you can never ever know what somebody's gonna do. Even if you're 100% sure, you can swear on everything that you love. Like, if I go in right now, he's gonna stay in his shield. I know for a fact he is. I swear on my cat Bubbles, whatever. I go in right now, he's gonna stay in his shield. He's scared of me. That's a free freaking grab. You go in there and then he just freaking jumps, or he'll roll. Like, at random times, random shit happens. People can just, out of random, switch up whatever they're doing. And, you know, it'll throw you off. Even if the player sucks, you still don't even get the right read. So, for that, that's why you play in a way, you make educated guesses, you play in a way to see how they're going to try to approach you, how to try to get away from you, how to try to get damage, how to try to end your stock. Once you have a general idea of how they try to do all that, you can pretty much pin them in that same situation or bait them and make educated guesses, reads, whatever you want to call it, mind game, mind fuck them, all that shit. So the chances of you getting a hit are pretty high. Like, if you do something, most likely it's gonna hit. Instead of just like, you know, you don't know if I do this is gonna hit, you're just going in by luck. You're not downloading how your opponent's playing. You know, all that shit. So, like, every character in this game has a way of, you know, zoning others out, keeping themselves safe, and see how their opponent tries to approach, how to try to get away, how to try to kill, get damage, edge guard, how to try to open you up, how to try to get reads off you. You know, that high level play type shit. Because high level play is just two opponents just trying to outsmart each other. Whether the matchup is not even, whether it's even, high level players, smart players, top players, they're just trying to outsmart each other. Some top players, they try to rely on gimmicks, because most likely that's all they know. Be like, oh, I play a broken ass character and he's good. You know, like Meta Knights or Ice Climbers, they just try to focus on grabs. like they don't really plan ahead. Be like, oh, I'm ice climbing. All I need is one grab and that's it. So I'm gonna go in for a grab. And sometimes they'll get it. Other times they're just like depending on dumb luck or character gimmicks just to get them the wins. So it's sometimes top level is just really dumb. But a majority of the time, people will actually think. And you know, they're just both, you know, trying to mind fuck each other's head, trying to bait each other. Like trying to go for educated reads. I mean, educated guesses, reads, baiting. That's pretty much all that it is. That's how they think. That's why, you know, low tier characters at top level, like freaking Mechos with Lucas. Who else? Mechos with Lucas. Sand with Ike. The reason he does like so good, because all the shit I'm saying now, he doesn't just go into a fight, you know, swinging. Sand tries to make himself safe, and Ike has range, so he spaces himself. You space properly with pretty much any character, it's really hard to punish you. Or most likely you'll be safe. So you pretty much making a move that's not safe, really safe. Like up close, you can't go in with a freaking fair with Ike. Somebody blocks that shit, that's a free punish. You space a fair on somebody's shield, they can't punish you. So you know, you create a wall. You know, that's what Sand is doing. I'm using Sand as an example. You know, he's doing that. He see how his opponents try to get in on Ike. How to try to close the gap. And if they get close to Ike, if they get close to him, he tries to see, alright, like, how does my opponent try to fight me up close? Like, what are you gonna do? And he gets a general idea of that. And then be like, alright, now I have a game plan. I noticed when I did this, my opponent tried to do this and that. You know, all that good shit. And he has a general idea, or like, alright, now that I know this, I can play in this way, because if I do this, he's gonna do that. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna stop halfway to bait him to do this option, and then I'm gonna punish him for that option. You know, shit like that. So that's pretty much how it goes. And then character reads in general, because I said there's like two types of reads, player reads, and then character reads. Like, I use Peach as an example. A character read is pretty much something that a player would use with that, something a player would use with that character a lot, or do something a lot with that character. Like in Peach's case, you're ready to do this. Like, they'll float a lot. If they got a turn up, they're most likely going with this and then jab. Or they'll probably go in. Or they'll most likely be floating a lot. Most likely they'll be floating a lot. Pretty much character reads, because these are some good things about the character. So something good about a character or whatever, they're going to be using it a lot. Like Snake, you already know snakes. They're most likely going to be forward tilting a lot. Up tilting, probably Dacus. They're gonna be doing all that shit. So you knowing that, you pretty much know what to expect from the character. I mean, a smart player, they probably won't even abuse that shit, cause if they play basic, be like, alright, everybody's seen this shit, you know, like everybody's used to it. Like in Peach's case, if you play basic, just going in with down air, fair, you know, doing this shit all day, especially from here. Like here, if I'm going in with this, you know, that's easy to react to. A lot of characters can punish this shit. If I go in with that from deep, you know, if I come in with fair, so if I get a turn up, they see me jumping, most likely they're gonna expect a turn up toss a fair. And you know, character reads. So if a player knows that, he's like, alright, this is what I'm expect. I see it, I'm gonna just wait for it and then punish. But for a smart player, like a smart Peach player, they know that shit, be like, alright, all Peaches, a lot of Peaches do that shit. My opponent's probably gonna be ready for it. I'm not gonna do that. So in my case, me knowing this, what I'll do is I'll jump with a turn up, and when I jump to them, like, oh, alright, here comes the fair, here comes the turn up to the fair. I block it, he's going to jab. Let me wait for the jab and then grab the bitch. So I'll be like, word, alright, I got something for your ass. I'm gonna just do this. grab him. Cause they're expecting me to, you know, go in with a turn up to fair. Like, nah, I'm gonna just do that and grab you. You gonna be in this shit, I just threw him on, be like, wait, what? Like, I got grabbed cause I thought he was gonna, he jumped at me with a turn up. And that's what all Peach players do. Like, a lot of them, they'll just go in, turn up to fair. You know, so I just stood on my shit. Look, Ness is confused as shit right now. Ness is like, what the fuck? Like, what? Did that just happen? Like, what? Ness is confused as shit. I just blew his mind. Ness's mind had just been blown. He don't know what the fuck happened. So, like, pretty much, yeah, like, I throw people up. I do random shit like that. Like, I'll do that, and then do that. I'll also, if anything, I'll, like, land with a turn up. Whoa, I was supposed to Z-drop that shit. Like, I'll Z-drop and then just wait. I won't do anything. Like, I'll just look at them for, like, a brief second and see what they do. Most likely people get scared and they shit their pants. And they usually roll a side step and then I catch onto it and then, I'll punish them for it. Yeah, I'll get like a grab or a float cancel air move, you know, whatever. That's another way to make reads. Pretty much like you scare your opponent. Cause you don't always have to attack, especially when you're near them. You don't always have to attack. Sometimes I'm pressuring somebody, I go in and attack, and I just stop and I just look at them. This shit scares people because they don't know what I'm going to do. Yes, it's dangerous. I'm just standing there. I can easily get hit. Like, I can easily be punished for this. This shit is not safe. It's not. The reason I do it is because, like, sometimes the match is hype, it's intense, both players got momentum and whatever. You know, shit is just going all sorts of crazy. And then at random time, like, alright, I'm doing this. You know, I'm spacing my move. And then at random time, I'll just do this shit. And then I'll just stop what I'm doing. And then my opponent is still in his momentum, and then pretty much I can maybe bait something, bait me rage attack or an attack, and I'm at the right distance where I can't get punished. I see that shit, he's open, and I just take the hit. Like, I'll get free damage. That's like one way to mindfuck somebody that I like doing a lot. I do this shit a lot. Sometimes I'll do it and then I'll just walk away, and then my opponent like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? And it's kind of a momentum killer. Yeah, like, they're all hyped and shit, they're in the dome. You know, they're pressuring, they're thinking ahead of time, my games are coming in, coming out. And then I just kill all that shit by just standing there looking at them. Like, yeah, what's up? You got a fucking problem? Pop off. And they really don't know what to do, because they don't know what I'm going to do. Like, yeah, see, there you go. Freaking chew that, he does that shit. Like, again, this is not safe. This is something not to do recklessly and get comfortable with. It's all situational, because like I said, you can just stand there and you're open. Your opponent can do anything he freaking wants to you right now. Like, he can do anything he wants. So, pretty much,